Hello guys, it is Shivam here. Welcome to part 2 of awesome Flutter Firebase food ordering app series with admin panel, where we are developing the complete app from scratch. But before we move forward, I want to share something interesting with you. I have noticed that while 90% of you are enjoying our content but you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, let's change that together. By subscribing, you will be joining the majority and becoming the part of our community. Don't miss out on the awesome videos we have planned. Hitting the subscribe button will keep you in the loop. Thanks to all our current subscribers, you rock, and the rest, come on board and let's make that 90% shrink. Hit subscribe and let's dive into more exciting content ahead. So let's get started. But before moving to the code, let me show you how our incredible app will look alike after this part. On our last video, we have added the some text widgets from the top and the row with a different section of food, and we also show how our food item will shown in the list view from the horizontal direction. On our today's video, I will tell you how to add the food item vertically on the screen, and here come most exciting part of our video, which will be adding the curved navigation bar and easily navigate to the different screens in just few seconds. Now, when you will click on any of the food item, it will take you to the detail page where you can see the image of the food with the name, and just beside of it there is an option to add up to how much quantity you want to order. So I will tell you the complete function of how this add and remove icon will work. So now let's move to the home page, and as you can see we have shown all the food items here in the horizontal direction. User can scroll the food item and can see all the food items what the user have selected the option from the top. Like if the user will select pizza from the top, then it will show all the food related to the pizza first in horizontal direction, then on the vertical direction. So our showing the food from the horizontal direction is done. Now let's move and write the container here so that I can show all the foods now in the vertical direction. Now I will write the container and will write child and will pass the row. The reason for passing the row is because first I want to show the image, then with the column widget I want to show the title of that food name that I have shown in the image with a price of that food. So I will use image.asset and get the image from the asset folder, and will give some fixed height and width to the image here, and will use fit boxfit.cover. So as you can see the image here, now I will give the spacing from the top. So I will use a size box height 30.0. Now I'll fix the height and width according to my choice. So it is done. Now I'll use a column widget inside the row widget and will pass the food name inside the text widget. So I'm writing Mediterranean chickpea salad. Now I'll give some styling to the text widget here. So I will use a app widget class here, and will use a semi-bold dot text fill style. So as you can see, so it is not showing me the food name according to the width of screen, rather than it is showing me one complete text here with the overflow error here. But I want that there are the three word on this text widget, but I want that to show only the two text first on the width, and the third text should become at the bottom, so that it will not show the overflow error and it will be easy for the user to read the food name. So let me show how I will do that. But before that I will give some width between the image and the column widget I have wrote here. Now I will wrap up the text with the container widget and will give the fixed width to the container here, so that whenever we pass the text inside the text widget, then we'll tell the text widget that we have this much maximum space and you can change the line according to that. So after giving the space, as you can see, it is changing the line according to the width we are providing in the container. Now I'll use a cross axis alignment dot start to move the text to the top. Now I'll copy the same container again and will paste it here. Now I'll write one more text, honey, goat, cheese. Basically, this is just a simple detail about the food. Now I'll give some spacing to between these two text widget. Now just bottom of it, I will pass the price. Now I'll wrap up the container with a material widget and will give the elevation 5.0 and will provide some border radius inside the material widget. So border radius dot circular 20 here. Now I'll wrap up the material widget with the container again so that I can provide some margin from the right side. Now I'll give some more padding inside the container widget, so I'm writing padding at edge insert dot all 5. So now it's look good. So now I will show you how I will add the app bar in my app. Though there are many app bars you can use in the Flutter, but I will use the most unique one which has a unique design and the smooth navigation to the different pages. So now let's move to the perf dev and I will write a curve navigation bar here. Now I'll copy the package from here and paste it inside the perspecml file. Now inside the pages folder I will create a new file name bottom name.dart and I will name the stateful widget name bottom name. Now I'll create an integer name current type index here and will assign the value 0. And we'll create a list name pages here and we'll create one more widget name current page here. Now I will write a home and I will get the home page here in the app bar. Now I'll go to the pages folder and will create a new file name wallet.dart here and inside the wallet.dart file I will create a stateful widget name wallet here. So as I have told you, I will show the order wallet and profile section in the app bar. So I need to create a pages for each section here. So I will create a order profile dart file one by one. Now I'll pass all this file that I've just created now inside the bottom name.dart. So I will write profile and will pass the profile, same for order and wallet. So now I will write a init state here because I want to shape all the pages one by one in my variable that I just passed here. So I will write a home page where I will pass the home section here, and same for the order, profile and wallet. So as you know the reason for using the init state, but I want to tell you that the reason for using a init state is because as soon as the bottom name.dart file is called, init state will get all the pages or section in the variable we have just assigned here, and it will pass that in the app bar so that user can easily navigate through a different pages using the app bar. So now we have created a list name pages where I will pass all the section in the order I want to show in the app. So if I will write the home page here, then the order, then wallet, then profile, then it will show me all the sections in that way. So if the user will click on the first icon, then it will show the home page. If second, then order, then third, then wallet, fourth, then profile. So make sure, so whenever you passing the different section inside the pages list, then make sure how you want to show in the app, just write in that way. If you write in the random order here, then it will show the things in the random order. I will write a scaffold and bottom navigation bar, and here I will pass the curve navigation bar, and in items I will pass all the icons that I want to show here. So first one will the icons dot home here. So icons dot home outlined, and I will assign the color colors dot white. I need more three icons here. So I will use icons dot shopping bag outlined, and will same provide the same color. Same for the wallet and profile. Now I'll give some height to the curve navigation bar here. Now I'll make the background color to black. Now I'll write an animation duration. Basically animation duration is something like how much time it will take to show the animation when the user will click on any of the icon. So in the duration I am providing the milliseconds 500, and in on tap I will pass a int index here, and will keep repressing the current tab index here. So inside the set state I will assign the index here, because if the user will click on the swapping back icon, then I want that to open the order.dart file here. Now I'll move to the body and will call the pages that we have stored in the pages list. Now I will move and save all the things I have wrote for app bar. Now I'll go to the main.dart and I will show you how our app bar will look alike and how it will help the user to navigate into the different pages. So in the home I will write a bottom name here and will hot restart it again. So as you can see, we can't see the icon and the app bar here because we have passed the wrong color in our icon file here. So I will make it to the black and will change all the icon color to black. I will make the background color to white and will write colors.black, so it will provide the color to the bottom navigation bar. So now we'll hot restart it again. So as you can see the icon home here, but we can't see the other icon here. So I need to make all the things to white once again. So now as you can see the app bar here, and I can move to the different pages in just few seconds. So now if I want to move to the order page, so I will click on the order icon and it will take me to the order page directly in just few seconds. Same for the wallet and profile. So our app bar part is done. Now I will show you whenever the user will click on any of the food, then it will take him to the detail page section where at the top it will show the image, then the name of that food with the quantity he want to add in the cart and a detail about that food. So we will do all these things in details.dart file. So let's move to the pages folder and we'll create a new file named details.dart. Now I will create a stateful widget name details here. Now scaffold, body, container, child, column, children. Now inside the children, now I want to show the icons dot arrow back iOS, so that whenever the user will move to the detail page, then they can click on this icon and can go directly to the home page. But let's move to the home page again and we'll wrap up the container where we have shown food item with a gesture detector here, so that we can move to the detail page. So in the on tap method I will use a navigator push method here. We'll move to the detail page again. So as you can see, when I tap to the food item, then I directly move to the detail page. Now I'll provide some margin from the top, left and right. So as you can see the icon here, now we'll wrap up the icon with the gesture detector here, and in the on tap method I will write navigator dot pop context so that it will move to the home page. Now as I've said you before, I want to show the image at the top, so I will first write image.asset and I will get the image from the asset folder here. Want to move the icon to the left side of screen, so I will write cross axis alignment dot start. Now I want to provide some width and height to the image here. We can't leave the image just like this because every image have their own dimensions. So if we will leave the image just like this, then it will be very bad experience for the user, because if the image dimension will be very large, then it will show the overflow error. And will provide some height media query dot of context dot size dot height divided by 3. Now fit box fit dot cover. But using fit box fit dot cover, you can see our image is got cut from top and the bottom. But I will show you now one more function named fit box fit dot fill. Basically fit box fit dot fill is that which tells the image to fill the space of the width and height we have provided here. It will just fill the image with a width and height I have just provided here. So as you can see, using fit box fit dot fill and changing some height In media query, our image covers the complete width and height of the screen, and it is now highly responsive, and it will be as it is on the multiple device you can test. I have shown you in just two videos how to use fit.boxfit.cover and fit.boxfit.fill, and what is the difference between the two functions when you use in image.asset or image.network or any image function. So if you like my idea of showing all the functions one by one and using that in the app, so do not forget to hit that like button and do subscribe my channel so that you won't miss out any of the videos that we upload on this series. So now let's move forward, and I will write a text widget here so that I can show my food name here. Now inside the text widget, I will write the food name. Now inside the style, I will use app widget class and will give the styling to the text widget here. I will provide some height from the top. Now I'll provide the some more text widget just below Mediterranean text widget, and will make it to bold, and just above the text will make it to semi bold so it will look more attractive. Now inside the row I will write the icons dot remove, and will provide the colors dot white. We will provide some decoration to the container here, so I will use a box decoration. So now I want to move this row just beside the text we have wrote above, so I will paste it inside the row widget and will wrap up with a column, and will use main axis alignment dot space between. Will provide some border radius to the container here. Will copy the same container and will paste it here, and will change the icon name to add. Now just between these two icon I will show the text widget where we will show the count. Now I'll write a text 1 and will provide some styling to the text widget here. There is a lot of space between the icon and the text we had wrote between the icon. So I will remove a space between from here, and I will write a spacer here, so it will provide some maximum space between the two widgets, and will provide the size box and will give a fixed width space between the icon and the text. So, so now it's look good. So let me explain you what I'm going to do now. So when I will click on the plus icon, then we will make the count to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Now if I press the remove icon, then we'll subtract the digit like 6, 5, 4, 3, etc. Now we will pass one more case that if the number between these two icons is already 1, and if so when the user will press on the remove icon, I don't want that it should go 0, -1, because it will give the bad experience to the user who are using the app. The minimum order he can place for this food item is 1. So if the number is already 1 and if the user will press on the remove icon, then we will not execute that function of subtracting the digit. So let me show how I will do that. Now I'll create an integer a1 and will pass that integer inside a text widget and will wrap up the container with a gesture editor here, and in the onTap function I will execute all the function that I have just explained you now. So I will write a plus plus a here because plus plus a is something like if the a is equals to 1, then plus plus a will make the a equals to 2. So each time user will press on this add icon, then we will increase the a 1 by each time, and we'll use a set state method so that we can update the a at the quick time and we can see the number between these two icons. Now we'll do same for the different container. So I'm writing gesture vector, and in on tap in both I have written plus plus a, so I will make it minus minus a here. Now I will hot restart it again and I will show you how this thing will work. So as you can see, I will click on the plus icon here and you can see our text widget is changing to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and when I am clicking on the remove icon, then it will reducing my text widget from 6, 5, 4, 3, etc. Now it reached to 1. But what I have explained you before, if I will click on the remove icon again, then it will make to 0. So as you can see here, but I don't want to make it to 0. I just want to keep at 1, and if the user will click on the minus icon in the remove icon, then I don't want to execute any function here. So in the onTap method I will tell that, so I will write the if method here and I will tell that a should be greater than 1. If it is greater than 1, then we will execute the minus a function here. So as it reaches to 1, now I am clicking on the remove icon, but it is not going to 0, minus 1, minus 2, etc. So this is what I am talking about. So this will give a better experience to the user who is using the app, and he can select how much quantity he want to add this food item in the cart. Now just below I want to show the detail about this food, so I will use a text widget here and I will copy the lorem ipsum text for just the UI and will provide some styling to the text widget here. We'll give the spacing. You can also use a max line inside the text widget to show how much line you want to show detail about that food. Now I will write a row. Inside the row I will write a text named delivery time. I will also show the delivery time here because I want to tell the user how much time it will take him to get this food delivered at the location he have provided here. Now I'll use the icon icons.alarm. I will provide some color, and just beside of it I will tell how much time it will take the restaurant to deliver the food at the user's location. So now it's look good. Now I will write a row children and column, and will provide the text widget total price here because I want to show how much total price the user have to pay whenever he adding this food item in the cart, because when we will increase the quantity from here, then we'll keep on changing the total price again and again. So it will indicate that up to how much quantity the user have to pay the total price for this food item. And just beside of it, I will make the icon name add to cart so that user can press this button and can directly add this food into the cart. So let me execute all this thing that I have just explained you here. This is it from this video. On our next video, I will make the complete UI of login and sign up page, wallet, order and profile page too. Then we will add the complete Firebase as our backend of the app. So do not forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out an exciting content we upload on this series. So keep coding, keep having fun. Until then, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.